Airport on a high street. We're with immigration officers as they crack down on illegal workers, with record fines being issued, and hear stories of those who say they're forced to work.
I was working 12 hours from 9 o'clock in the morning, 6 days a week, and I was getting £50 per week.
Also on the programme tonight, the residents forced from their homes for years after water damage caused mould and mushrooms to grow. Plus, hundreds of workers who assist passengers at Heathrow walk out on strike over pay. And the wait for Spurs fans is over as Tottenham Hotspur win their first trophy in 17 years. And a registered sex offender has been jailed for 2 years after he was spotted walking with a 6-year-old girl in Denmark Hill during a live facial recognition police operation. Checks confirmed that David Chenela was in breach of his sexual offence prevention order, which prohibited him from being alone with a child under 14. He had picked up the child from school as a favour to her mother, who was unaware of his past. Harrods has said it has trained 90 sexual harassment officers and says training to spot harassment is now mandatory for all staff. The shop in Knightsbridge has also confirmed it's completed a sexual harassment risk assessment, which will be reviewed on a quarterly basis. Dozens of women who worked for its former owner, Mohammed Al Fayed, who died in 2023, have accused him of rape and sexual assault. And a coin missing from a stolen Viking hoard has been discovered for sale in Croydon. 2 men dug up more than 300 silver coins and gold jewellery in Herefordshire in 2015. But instead of declaring them, they sold the coins and were sent to prison. 10 years later, more than 230 coins are still missing. Police investigations are ongoing.
And Sadiq Khan has defended the Silvertown Tunnel bus after claims very few people use it. Some members of the London Assembly called the service a waste and asked why the shuttle doesn't allow pedestrians without bikes. London's mayor said the bus was the first of its kind and the service would be reviewed next year. A registered sex offender has been jailed after being caught by police using live facial recognition. Checks confirmed David Chenela was breaching an order which banned him from being alone with a child under 14. Well, Antoine Allen has been following this story. And Antoine, this is another example of how police are increasingly using technology, isn't it?
Yes, there's been a lot of discussion around the use of facial recognition, some calling it an invasion of privacy, but this is an example of how it can be used to police the capital street. Now, you see here that in this video from Denmark Hill, the facial recognition cameras alerted officers to 73-year-old David Chenela, a registered sex offender breaching a prevention order. Officers approached him and he was found to be with a 6-year-old girl. It's believed that he'd built up a relationship with the girl's mother over a year and picked up the child on 2 occasions. Further checks confirmed he was...
Sexual harm prevention order, which states that you're not allowed to be...
Yeah, I know that. I told you I know that. I admitted that.
Okay, so you do not have to say anything.
Further checks confirmed he was in breach of a sexual offence prevention order, which prevented him from being alone with children under the age of 14. He was also in possession of a lock knife that was found hidden in his buckle. He was arrested and taken into custody. He pleaded guilty at Wimbledon Magistrates Court. Now, the Met say their facial recognition technology is carefully deployed and directed at offenders who posed a greater threat to the public.